Good morning. Today I'm going to walk you through an edit of one of my most recent newborn sessions. So you're going to get a before and after, a final shot and a starting out shot, as well as being able to watch me walk through the steps as I edit this image. So we're going to edit this one. I picked one that was a little overexposed just so I could show you a step of bringing down the highlights. So we're going to open it in Camera Raw. And over here we've got the options to bring down highlights, and I'm actually going to bring down my exposure a little bit as well. My coloring looks pretty good. I'm not going to mess too much with that, maybe a little bit of warmth. I'm going to go ahead and open that into Photoshop. Okay, now that we're in Photoshop, I can zoom in and kind of look at the image overall. I don't think we've got any clipped highlights in my whites, which is something I really try to watch for. We can see all the details in the bow that Mom brought in, as well as in the white lace onesie that Mom brought in. So we're going to go ahead and start just with my process. I always sharpen every image. And if you would like to learn more about sharpening and what settings I use on my sharpening, please follow this channel and hit the bell so you can receive notifications, and we'll do a video coming up soon on sharpening an image. Just know for now that every image gets a basic sharpening just to dehaze the image and help it stand out. So as we zoom in, you can see every little eyelash and every little goopy, unfortunately. So we're going to use the patch tool and just get rid of some of the goopies on the baby's eyes. The patch tool does really good at analyzing the surrounding areas that you're fixing and matches texture. Sometimes it doesn't do so great, but like this little piece of hair here, it's doing a great job. So we're just going to go through. I like to do this zoomed in so I can see all the tiny little hairs. If Mom's got this hanging on the wall, that little hair will show up. So when I edit the skin imperfections, I like to do it zoomed in pretty close. We've got a little bit of milk mustache right here. Let's see how it handles editing that. Not too bad. Remember to also go to babyphotoacademy.com and sign up to be the first to receive notifications when our courses go live. We're really close. We've done over 40 hours of video, and we're just to the point where we're putting everything together, and we're hoping within a month to have our courses live and ready to purchase. So go to babyphotoacademy.com and get on our mailing list. So there's all the little imperfections. I do see a little bit of color cast here on the skin. So I'm going to select a portion of the skin that looks natural, and I'm going to come up to mode and select color, and I'm going to do my opacity at about 20%, and then I'm going to come and just paint over the area that's got some color cast. The benefit of mode being in color is you're noticing I'm not painting over the skin, I'm just slightly changing the color while keeping texture and details the same. So we fixed our color cast here. We're going to go ahead and run a frequency separation using an action I created. Again, if you'd like to learn how I created that action, please follow our YouTube channel, and we will do a video coming up soon on how we created a frequency separation. I do frequency separation on every single newborn just because it unifies their skin tones. You'll notice there's some skin coloring imperfections just because their little skin tones are so splotchy as a newborn. So we're going to run a quick frequency separation on the baby's skin. If we zoom in, the benefit of frequency separation is, again, it keeps the texture. We want the baby's skin to still have texture. So as we zoom in, we can see some of that texture. I am going to come up here and fix some of these little flaky skin pieces over here that I didn't notice until I was zoomed in. So please, when you're editing, make sure and zoom in every once in a while and get a good overview of what the baby's skin looks like close up. So if we did a before and after, so you can see what it looks like without frequency separation, and then without, and with, it just really smooths out that skin tone and makes the baby's skin look really nice. And we're going to run a quick portraiture action here. Portraiture is a plugin that you purchase for Photoshop, and then I turned it into an action. So it just really smooths out the skin tone. I'm going to take a little pink out of the baby's skin, just a tiny little bit, because babies should have pink in their skin. I just don't want it to be the dominating color. So again, I have an action that corrects pink skin tones, and we just ran that action really fast, and a little before and after just gets rid of a little bit of that pink skin tone. One thing I'm noticing overall in the fabric is I don't like this dark corner, so we're going to select a little bit of the pink from over here, bring our opacity to 20%. I am going to keep my mode at normal because this far back the fabric doesn't have a lot of texture anyway, so we're not really losing much texture. I just want it to be closer to the same coloring as the rest of the fabric. So that fixed that, and I'm going to brighten this little corner just a little bit. If you have any questions about what I'm doing as I'm going along, please leave them in the comments and I will go through and answer questions. I'm going to decrease the brightness here. I don't want this corner. Obviously my light is coming from this direction, so this side of the blanket is a little bit brighter than the baby's skin. So we're just gonna lower it down using a curves mask. I'm going to invert the mask, and I'm going to select my brush with my opacity at about 30%, and I'm just going to paint it over the part of the blanket that I want to be a little bit darker. Your eyes will tend to go to the brightest part of an image, so we're going to just bring it down a tiny bit and make sure the baby is the brightest. I might just a tiny bit bring down the brightness on the bow, and maybe just a little bit in the outfit, but not too much. And there we go. I would say that that is a pretty complete image of this newborn. So the benefit of Photoshop also is we can go to history, see where we started, and then come back down and see our finished image. And I will share the starting image and the beginning image in this video as well. So if you have any questions, please give us a holler. And again, remember to join us at babyphotoacademy.com and sign up to receive notification when our courses, our newborn photography courses, go live. Also, follow us here on YouTube and click the little bell so that you get notifications when our new videos come out. Thanks for sitting with me for a few minutes while I edited this newborn session, and we will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.